So we are actually about halfway through the implementation of our big strategic plan. This is something we've been working on with our members since about 2015. And in 2017, we made a big decision about our strategic future. We actually call it our seminal future. And it really involves a number of different components. One is we're transforming our power supply portfolio. So we are in the process of beginning construction on a new combined cycle plant later this quarter, and that will go for the next couple of years. We're bringing a lot more solar into our portfolio, and we will also be going through a process of taking one of our coal units out of service in the 22-23 timeframe. We're also doing a number of strategic transmission investments. We're working on employee engagement, so we've had a lot of opportunities to work on really resetting our purpose as an organization and doing a lot of modernization in our HR practices and processes. And then lastly, we're actually modernizing our facilities, if you will. So we're going through a complete renovation of our headquarters building in Tampa, and we also put a brand new business continuity center in place about this time last year. So a lot of things going on to really move us into our future.
Our biggest member challenge is the persistent and consistent demand for clean energy in all of its shapes and forms, whether it's electric transportation, battery storage, distributed energy resources, or increasingly wind and solar delivered over our distribution grid. So we're working very closely with our members in our communities to implement new programs and services to give them options, because we want to give our members what they want before somebody else does.
Well, we're always hearing, how can I reduce or control my electric bill? So we do a lot of talking about that, and we have energy advisors that are in our offices, and so we talk with people of, when are you using electricity, what's using electricity, and now we're rolling out community solar. We've put 5 community solar projects out there, and so that's been something people have been excited about. While it doesn't reduce their bill per se, it does sort of meet that need to do something on their personal part to help with the environment. So lots of different things, but it always comes down to, what can I do to save money?
The biggest question right now is just we have a lot of members who would like to have their own solar, and then their biggest question is, how much can they get for the power they produce? What kind of credit can they get? And do we have a rebate? And the way we answered that is we actually did come up with a rebate. We actually do retail net metering, and so it actually made it very difficult. But we had a lot of members who were overbuilding and building larger than their load, and so we worked out a way to give them a rebate, which is in addition to the retail rate, if they size to load, and then it was limited to 10 years.
You know, I think there's one solid need that we hear all the time, and that's what we should be the rock of the economy and do everything we can to help promote the economic development of our rural area that usually is or has been declining in recent years. So in order to accomplish that, you know, really our customers and owners have asked us really for 5 main things that we've developed our strategy around. One is modern energy. How can we take what we have and use it better? How can we encourage the beneficial use of electricity? How can we integrate renewable resources or alternative energy resources? I think second is infrastructure. Our customers have a concern that our infrastructure is aging. They understand that. They want us to focus on that, so we do. Third is just communication. You know, they want to be communicated to. They want to know what's going on. And so we've got kind of a strategy around that. And then lastly is broadband. And we've had a very strong desire, and we're prohibited from doing broadband, so we're doing everything we can to play a role in trying to make it happen, even if it's not us that directly does it. So all of those kind of circle around economic development.
Well, today we are one of the co-ops who's working to build a fiber to the home network system-wide. There's a tremendous need, and no one has been able to step forward and meet those needs in our area. So that's our immediate goal, is to work on that for the next 4 to 5 years to get it completed. Since Virginia is a little unique, our history with the trying to provide internet service goes back to the late 90s, when we had a subsidiary that was started up, and we had members at the time who were requesting that we review ways to provide internet service, because even dial-up at the time was hard to get. After that, we tried a broadband over the power line experiment. And our members continue to ask up until we got started on this project. And even today, they're demanding we move as fast as possible to get it done as quickly as possible.